That's your money saying it's time for a McDonald's run. Because with new McValue at McDonald's, you get more than you expect. Like buy a 6-piece McNuggets and add a McChicken for just $1. Your money says let's go. Get more than you expect with new McValue. Prices and participation may vary. Valid for item of equal or lesser value.
Reality radio for a really great future. We're talking real money.
It is Talking Real Money, the podcast. Hi again, I'm Don McDonald. Thank you so much for listening. And I'm going to ask right up front, please tell a friend or two and subscribe to the podcast, particularly at Apple Podcasts. And give us a call with your questions 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255. Or send your questions in via Talking Real Money, and that's just talkingrealmoney.com, and hit the contact link. We have a couple of calls, but I want to start off with this. There is a brand new study that was just published online, or maybe it's about to be published. No, it's going to be published soon. This study was written by a finance professor at the University of Texas, who's a forensic economist or something, and a finance professor at Ohio State University. They looked into Bitcoin. Now, if you've listened for any time at all, you know I am not a Bitcoin fan. I am not a cryptocurrency fan. I think they're really dangerous. And I don't believe they serve a useful purpose, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But remember back at the end of 2017, remember those heady days for Bitcoin when Bitcoin's price got up to, well, really darn close to $20,000 per little bit of Bitcoin. Then over the course of the next year or so, Bitcoin dropped until in January of 2019, February of 2019, it was down around $3,500. So Bitcoin has been extraordinarily volatile. Then it went back up to about 12. Now it's down to about, last I checked, in the 9 area, but it's all over the place. And this is one of those things that is bad about Bitcoin. How can you have a currency that fluctuates like this? You don't know what it's worth one day to the next. But again, that is not the point of this. The point of this is to discuss this study. This study looked into the big increase in Bitcoin back in 2017. And the authors of the study believe that it was because Bitcoin was manipulated by a few people who propelled it higher. Now, if you can have a currency that's easily manipulated, again, what good is it? And it was manipulated by folks, or using, we don't know who, using another cryptocurrency called Tether. And Tether's supposed to be the super safe crypto because it's supposed to be tied directly to a pool of dollars. Well, it turns out that Tether may not actually have the money they claim they have. They can't prove that they have enough money to cover every Tether in circulation. Apparently, they only have a fraction of the money that they would need, and they can just create new tethers anytime they want. That's the problem with creating a money. This is why Facebook should not be creating money. If you can create money, you can, well, create money. Right? What if you could, you could legally go down to your basement and print $100 bills? It would be legal. The government couldn't stop you. You could just do it. What would you do? I mean, seriously, don't lie. You know what you would do. You got the press. You can print them and spin them, and nobody is going to stop you. What would you do? You'd print them. That's why this whole crypto thing, folks, please, if you're playing cryptocurrencies, you're going to end up in trouble someday. They're not an investment. They're not even a currency. No, can you buy your iPhone with Bitcoin? No, Apple doesn't take Bitcoin. Starbucks doesn't take Bitcoin. It's the silliest thing ever. So check out, there was an article in the Wall Street Journal. Was it today? Yeah, it was today. So check that out. The study will be out in the Journal of Finance next week. And apparently this Bitcoin thing is really a problem. Give me a call, 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255, and let's take some calls, shall we?
Hey, Tom and Don. This isn't necessarily a question, but just a point about Costco and whether or not it is worth it that you guys were discussing this week. First of all, I know you guys mentioned that the membership was $60 and you got 2% cash back. You actually have to have the $120 membership to receive the 2% cash back, period. The way I actually view it is that the membership also gives you access to Costco gas, which can be anywhere from, around my area in Vancouver, Washington, about 25 cents to $1 savings per gallon. Just thinking of it as 25 cents a gallon savings, and if I get about 20 gallons a week, that's $5 savings. Multiply that over a full year, that's $260 savings from a normal regular gas station. That in and of itself pays for the $60 Costco membership. So I definitely think it's worth it. Additionally, a lot of their prescription drug savings are cheaper than even Walmart. And also free samples, which that is a wonderful benefit as well. Anyway, love the show. Thanks for all the help you guys give people. Have a good day. Bye.
I'm not even sure how we got on that Costco discussion last week, but you're right. I remembered the discussion, and I remember thinking after we mentioned the $60 that it's the because I have the $120 membership. It's the $120 membership that gets you 2% back. And for me, it's been worth it. I've done very well with Costco. I love Costco. We were just, I think, really trying to discuss the potential worth for some people. And I forgot about the gas. Although you use a lot of gas. I don't use nearly as much gas as you do, but I don't drive very much. So, yeah, love the gas deal. That's great. I just wish my Costco wasn't so darn far away. I probably use more gas to get to Costco than I save in the cost. And yes, of course, who doesn't love the samples? 855-935-TALK. Call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Oh, by the way, we did not have a weekend show on Saturday, the 2nd of November, so you won't be hearing any of those. It'll have to just be me. And then this coming Saturday, I'll be doing the show alone. Tom's doing some stuff with family. So on Saturday, what is the date on Saturday? I can look it up right now. Let's hit the calendar button. On Saturday the 9th, I'll be doing the Saturday show alone from 3 to 5 Eastern Time, noon to 2 Pacific. And you can call the show live at 855-935-TALK. We can talk live over the course of a couple hours. So be a part of that. And, of course, keep listening to the podcast. And, of course, keep calling other times, too. And I'll answer those questions on this podcast, kind of like this one.
Hi. My question is about the fund, the Vanguard fund that you have frequently mentioned for short-term money that's slightly more risk, just a little bit more risk, but than a money market fund, but is still fairly a good place to just park money. I'm getting an inheritance, and I want to park it somewhere until I can, figure out what I want to do with it. And so that's my question.
Oh, Tom's bond fund. Okay, this is Tom's suggested bond fund. I am personally not a big fan of this bond fund. It's the Vanguard short-term investment grade. Vanguard short-term investment grade bond fund. The symbol is VFSUX, which is kind of interesting. VF sucks. I don't think it really does, but VFSUX. It yields about 2.3%, but here's my beef with it. It's short-term bond, so it shouldn't be too volatile, but it can be volatile. My main issue, though, is that it is, in fact, corporate bonds. And while they're investment-grade, high-quality bonds, there's another possibility of volatility should a company get into trouble. Its bonds can fall in value. So I'm just not massively comfortable with that for a place that I want to put money that I want absolutely safe. If it's an okay kind of safe thing, sure. But when I can go to the Vanguard Prime Money Market, which is hyper short-term stuff, and get 1.87% or almost 1.9%, that 0.4% difference may not be worth it. So you've got to determine, can you accept some volatility? Because we don't know the future, period, at all. And if you need absolute safety, then you go with the Vanguard Prime Money Market, which is VMMXX. These symbols are hard to say. VMMXX. And thanks for the call. Oh, let's see. Well, I think that wraps this edition up. We'll do another one tomorrow, I think. Hopefully, we'll get some other calls. Again, the number, 855-935-TALK, 855-935-8255. Thanks for listening. Tell a friend. Subscribe to the podcast. Leave a review. Whatever it is. We just appreciate your participation. And I'll talk to you again soon. I'm Don McDonald.
Talking real money. We hope you realize that the information provided on Talking Real Money is for educational and hopefully enjoyable purposes only. Providing personalized financial planning or investing advice takes time, so please consult with a really good fee-only fiduciary investment, tax, or legal advisor. We know a good one. Investing must always involve risk. In other words, you can and probably will lose money at times. Also, as much as you want it, no one can accurately, consistently predict the future. So past performance doesn't tell you a darn thing about what the future will bring. Unlike many other programs that say something similar, Talking Real Money is not trying to get you to buy or sell any financial products or securities. Instead, the program is provided as a public service by Vestry, a fee-only registered investment advisor. Thanks for listening, and please visit TalkingRealMoney.com for more information and disclosures. That should keep the lawyers happy.